welcome back to some ARBS. Today, if you remember a little bit ago, we used the Brainrot character. We got Tungum, we got the flying shark with Nikes. You can see the rest of them, bro. What are you staring at, by the way? You scared already? Okay, getting a little ahead of ourselves. So like I was saying, if you remember, all of these fellows right here went up against some dinosaurs and, well, they kind of obliterated the dinosaurs. So in today's video, they're not fighting some measly dinosaurs, no people, no nothing. I mean, look at his eyeballs. You know he's scared of what he's looking at right now. And that's because over here, well, we have nothing. I kind of had to get him away because it was laggy. So let me go ahead and spawn him back in, ladies and gentlemen. We have different versions of Godzillas. Now, this is gonna be the final fight of the day, mainly because I can't keep adding, you know, Godzillas or it's gonna be ultra laggy. But these are just the made up ones, at least. We're gonna be seeing the real version of my boy Godzilla and some other Kaiju actually be fighting these fellas right here today. So let me know in the comments, who do you got, Godzilla or Brainrot characters? All right, for our first battle of the day, as you can see, we've got Mr. Whatever his name is. You know who I'm talking about. This man with the big feet. He looks like a tree. He's going up against our first version of Godzilla. I mean, let me know how you think this is gonna go in the comments. But personally, I think it's gonna go pretty fast. Oh, hold up. No, it's not. An actual, you know, a small battle for my boy Godzilla. Nothing crazy. And you know what? I'm proud of him. I don't like the way he looks, but regardless, I am proud of him. Okay, so if you remember from the last time we played with the Brainrot characters, this guy right here was actually the strongest one that we used. He has like some sort of weapon that explodes. I don't know where it is. Maybe this thing right here. I couldn't really tell you. Maybe it's his hat. I ain't got a clue. Regardless, this was the strongest one that was used. And he's going against somebody that's not huge. You know, it's that middle Godzilla that you saw in the beginning. So, like, I personally think this could be a solid battle. Let's see what happens here. The made-up version of Godzilla versus the made-up version of the assassin Cappuccino. Hey, I mean, off the rip, it's not a terrible battle. Nobody's really losing HP, honestly, so this could take forever. But, like, the assassin is doing his thing. Now, what is his thing, you might be asking? Yeah, I don't really know. I thought he would be exploding by now, using his weaponry, but it doesn't look like he's doing anything, brother. Come on now. Guys, I literally looked away for maybe 5 seconds. I was doing something on my other monitor. He destroyed Godzilla somehow. I'm not sure how it happened. We're gonna have to run that back one more time here. Bro, how did this even happen? Hold up. I'm assuming it was that move that I thought he was gonna use that whole time. I'm telling you, when he hits that explosion move, I don't know what it is and I don't know where it comes from, but it does some crazy damage. Look at him trying to keep his distance now. Godzilla is learning that this assassin Cappuccino means actual business, and he ain't trying to keep away from him now. He tried at the beginning. He's doing some more damage though. You can see the Cappuccino's HP, Mr. Assassin. It's going down pretty smooth right now. It's currently 1-0 Assassin, but he's keeping his distance. Look at my boy Godzilla. He is learning, doing some good damage. I'm telling you right now, when the Assassin gets close like this, it's all but over. We're just gonna wait for it. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna be 1-1, the Brainrot and the Godzilla characters. The Assassin could just be the saving grace of all characters. Okay, I'm gonna let them fight for a little bit, but I'll pick back up with you guys when it happens. Trust me, it's gonna happen soon. Bro, okay, it hasn't happened yet, but this man Godzilla is toying with the Assassin Cappuccino. Look, he keeps spraying them back. They started all the way at the other wall, and my boy has just been dosing this man with bullet after bullet. His HP, though, I mean, it's about half at the moment. If he's gonna use his move, he better use it, like, right now. I don't know what he's waiting for. Maybe it's because now I wanted to see it, of course. He's just gonna wait the entire time, but, like I said, I'll pick back up when it happens. I mean, if he plans on doing anything, now is gonna be the time. He never used the move again. He ended up getting destroyed. I'm not sure what that plan was, but Godzilla wins, I guess. We'll see him again at the end. All right, now we've got the Saturn Cow thing. Yeah, I don't know what the Brainrot things are doing, bro. You can see his eyes, though, just like in the beginning. You know who he's fighting? Ladies and gentlemen, Mecha Godzilla. I mean, did I have to put him up against Mecha G? Probably not. But, like, let's go ahead and get things rocking and see who is going to be the winner. Hey, that's not bad. He's still surviving against Mecha Godzilla. And you know what? If he loses, I'll put him up against a different version of Godzilla, all right? Yeah, Mechagodzilla might just be a little too OP for him. What about my girl Shimo here? As you can see, they kind of look alike as far as color. I mean, he's got some blue, she's got some blue, but what does she have that's better than the Saturn Moon? Strength. Yeah, as you can see, Shimo's basically just gonna obliterate. Maybe not, though. The Saturn Moon is now under Saturn Moon. The Saturn Cow is now under Shimo, and technically, the Saturn Moon could trick her into jumping off the map. That's kind of the only way that this fight would win for the Brainrot. That's kind of how it needed to go last time with the Brainrot and the dinosaurs, because Brainrot was OP for the dinosaurs, but today, looks like Godzilla Kaiju are just a little bit OP for the Brainrot. What if we traveled over here to Skull Island to do a little different battle? We got the elephant mixed with a cactus mixed with some sandals for whatever reason. And obviously, if we're on Skull Island, we gotta have my boy Kong, aka Goro with a pickaxe, all right? Yeah, by the way, speaking of Goro, did you all see the 100 men versus Goro? That was pretty crazy. Let's see if it's basically the same thing. Here, Goro, aka Kong, versus the elephant cactus. Okay. Yep, as you can see, Goro, aka Kong, is slowly beating down the elephant. I mean, I would say it was a decent battle, but I'd be lying to you. The elephant is literally doing 0 damage right now. No HP has been taken from my boy Kong. Now, we do have a different version of Kong. Maybe the elephant cactus can do some sort of damage to him, because right now he's got a pickaxe, or, well, you know, Kong's axe stuck in his noggin, and there he goes with the victory roar too. Disrespectful, I like it. All right, let's try this version of Kong. It's kind of a goofy one, I'm not gonna lie to you, but like it could be a little better challenge for my boy, I don't know his name, all right? It's a cactus with sandals. Okay, see? He did do some damage. Not a bad fight here, ladies and gentlemen. On Skull Island, his home turf, Kong has taken a little bit of damage. I don't even know if the elephant did the damage, bro. It could have been just Kong hurting himself somehow, because now the elephant hasn't done anything. And he, you know, yeah, no damage is being done to Kong at the moment. So if you pick Godzilla Kaiju today, you were correct. Hey, you never know, though. By the end, they're going to be grouping up as a team, like I showed you in the beginning, and maybe they come together and somehow end up beating the Godzilla Kaiju. For right now, though, it looks like Kong on his home turf is catching a dub. Ugh, look at them, bro. Look at them toes, man. Get them. Okay, next fight. Them dogs were absolutely screaming. All right, speaking of screaming, we have a T-Rex. I don't know why that would be speaking of screaming, but we've got the T-Rex with the shoes, you know what I'm saying? And if we look over here, we've got another version of Kong. Not really. We got Skar King with the whip, too. So, I mean, technically, I don't think he stands a chance again. Not Skar King, but, like, you know, the shark. I don't think Mr. Sharkman stands a single little chance. And as we can see already, we got a little bit of HP being taken out from the shark, but not a lot. I mean, it could still happen. Look at him tripping up Skar King. I see you. I think it's mainly because these characters are just way too OP. The Godzilla characters made up, or they put them at like, what's the HP? Look at the starting HP, 378,000 compared to, what is this one's? 145,000, I think. Yeah, 145,000. So it's almost triple the amount of HP. Yeah, basically a giant difference here. All right. The Godzilla Kaiju are not going to lose to the Brainrot characters, at least in a 1v1. Like I've said, something could happen in the final battle today, and they could all jump the Godzilla characters and win. I don't know. Anything could happen. Oh, and by the way, I totally forgot how to use the real mods. So if somebody could explain to me, if you guys use the real Godzilla characters and stuff, explain to me how to get them back. I used to have them, and now I just don't. I don't know if they just took them away or what happened, but I don't have any of the mods anymore, sadly, so we gotta deal with the made-up characters. All right, hey, look at the shark, bro. Hey, he's throwing Kong or Skar King around a little bit, and you can see that the HP on this man is going down by a hair, a literal hair right now. The shark is not gonna win this fight, but he did do some damage, all right? I am somewhat proud of the shark. He's got the cleanest Nikes I've ever seen, but unfortunately, in this battle right here, if he gets hit one more time, there goes his Nike. All right, so before the last battle of the day, we've got basically the strongest Brainrot character to see if he can do anything against Godzilla. We've got my boy Tungum, who is basically like the main Brainrot guy. You can see him, he's twirling his bat already. He is ready to rock But is he really ready to fight? There's nobody over here. Which version of Godzilla should we use? I mean, I would say we use Evolved Godzilla because, like, technically that's Godzilla's right now strongest version. But, like, let's see what happens in this battle. Watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a battle. Evolved Godzilla obliterates everyone. So we're not going to use Evolved Godzilla for the fight before the last fight. Let's take him out and use... What about Godzilla.exe? He is going to be in the last fight. So why not? We got an evil version of Godzilla versus the strongest Brainrot character on the Brainrot team. As you can see, he's trying it. I mean, he's using the bat. He's kind of smacking him with it. But, like... I just don't see the Brainrot characters doing anything, man. They're not strong enough, dude. Now he's taking them to the ocean. I can't even see, bro. Okay, here we go. Taking them to the ocean over here at the beach. At least Tungum gets to die peacefully, all right? He gets to die on vacation, I guess. He got taken to the beach by Godzilla.exe. Yeah, that's probably not a good vacation now that I think about it. But, yeah, Tungum's definitely gonna die. Do we even watch the rest of this fight? Let's give Tungum the respect he deserves, and we'll watch the rest. I will say, though, oh, he's falling down, too. He's getting disrespectful. This man, Shin.exe, Godzilla, whatever his name is, absolutely obliterating Tungum. And as you can see, his HP, bro, none was taken from him. And he's in the last battle, so I'm giving the Brainrot characters, if I had to give them a percentage of chance in the last battle of the day, I'm probably giving them about a 0.2%. And to be honest with you, the only reason why I gave them any chance is because it's a 5v3. And by the way, it's gonna be laggy. There's no, I mean, I can't get around that. Oh, never mind, it's not gonna be laggy. Beautiful, let's see who wins the battle. The last one of the day. See, this is what I was saying. They could jump one of the Godzillas and technically, okay, one just died in the background, but they did all just jump this version of Godzilla. Let me see how much damage they did. Yeah, I don't think they did any. Maybe they should have taken out the smaller version that Tungum is over here fighting right now. Oh my goodness, it is an absolute destruction fest. The little fella down here may be able to do something though. He's so small that I don't know if they'll be able to see him. Oh yeah, look at this. We're gonna have, it's gonna be a 1v3 most likely. Oh, wait a minute, the Cappuccino died. I'm tripping. It is a 1v3 now, though, with Tungum versus the rest of them. I'm so sorry. The main... Oh, wait, I'm tripping again. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. And he's done a little bit of damage to this Godzilla. Hope is not lost for the Brainrot crew. I mean, this is lasting longer than the Dinosaur vs. Brainrot final battle. So anything could happen here. We're just gonna let it rock. Unfortunately for the Brainrot crew, none of the Godzillas died. I don't even think any of them got close. Not yet, at least. And as you can hear, the Cappuccino guy is doing damage. I mean, look, this guy has 660,000 HP, all right? I mean, there's only so much that little fella can do. And Tungum has died. So now it is a 1v3, like I figured it would be. And they just kicked the assassin Cappuccino out of the ring. Can he even get back in, or what's gonna happen to him? Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're not even gonna let him get back into the ring. They're just gonna keep blasting him with the atomic breaths. And I think if he gets hit just one more time here, he's probably cooked. Yep, there he goes. Well, if you guys were wondering who would win, Godzilla or Brainrot, at least in ARBS with the made-up characters, it would definitely not be Brainrot, like the shark would choose right here. RIP to him. And RIP to Brainrot. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know any other ideas, these goofy ideas you want to see like this. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.